compromise, no. Just wanna live my life with you, only you. I've always heard about true love stories, and now it's happening to me. From the moment I met you, baby, I felt your energy. They say the eyes are the window to the soul. But like a crystal ball, I see it all. I see love growing old in your eyes. I see our future in your eyes. And I already realize.
Just rolling through from the EP In the Mood, Holton Lindo and Fiona in Your Eyes. And we have joining us via phone line right now, Fiona on the line. Fiona, good evening.
Hi, good evening. Hi, everybody.
Hey, Fiona, thanks for taking the time to join us for a little chat.
I know the pleasure is all mine.
Yeah, Fiona, as we're vibing. I see we've got the re-release of the In the Mood EP.
Yes, yes. Holton had brought the idea up, and we kind of decided, hey, Valentine's coming up. Even though I do not celebrate Valentine's Day, because I feel like every day should be Valentine's.
Right.
But it would have been perfect for those who do celebrate the day.
And I think it was. It was good time. It was a good timing to resurface this project.
Oh yeah. I was actually listening to the songs on my way home.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's that kind of vibe. Tell me how that vibe came about, because I mean, the chemistry here between yourself and Holton Lindo is just impeccable.
Well, it's all right. So he came up with the idea and approached me with it and everything, and I do call him Uncle Holton.
Yeah.
Because we are like family. Like, we were brought together by music, and we would just never separated. He always checks up on my mom and stuff like that. So we are really family. But when he broached me with the idea, I was like, sure, why not? And we started going through the songs. He made some selections and stuff, and every song that he suggested, like, I'm good at picking songs, but I think he did a way better job at selecting the songs.
So did he select all the songs from the EP? For the EP?
Pretty much, yeah. Because I trusted his music knowledge and experience. And remember, he's an archive in the music industry. So I completely trusted him to make the selections. And as you can see, I think almost all of it #1, I think.
Yeah, the ones that were singles, yeah. You don't have to be a star, and In Your Eyes, and I'm Guilty.
Yes. A lot of people like that one. A lot of people love that song. They also, I got good feedback on You Don't Have to Be a Star, which is crazy because that's one of my favorite.
Absolutely.
That's one of my favorite songs.
But I'm going to confess something.
Uh-huh.
I loved this EP from the time that it came out. But you see, since the re-release, there's one song on there that I didn't pay attention to the first time around, and it's really got a hold on me this time around. It's Yes, I'm Ready.
Oh, yes, that's actually, I mean, one of the good things about, outside of the original songs that we did, one of the greatest thing that gave me joy in doing the EP is I grew up on some of these old songs. So even though I didn't know the lyrics to a lot of them, I knew the songs. So it just felt like home, So recording them was just amazing. And like I said, I trusted him to make the selections, and like I want to say what's my favorite, but I won't lie. It's like, to me right now, it's like having 6 kids and trying to pick which one is your favorite. It's gonna be unfair to the other 5, you know?
Yeah, and you know what? That's something I hear a lot from artists about their songs, you know. But deep down inside, a lot of parents do have a favorite child.
Well, fortunately for me, I only have one, so I'm spared.
But a
I'm
lot of
spared the
times they
siblings
just
mistake.
won't, say it openly which one. But there's usually a little favorite somewhere, and I think artists tend to treat their songs the same way.
Yeah, not me. Like I have quite a few favorites. I have lots of favorites. Again, it's hard to pick one from the lot. Like I'll have say 2 from one specific album, and then
Yeah.
I'll have one from another. But then I believe it or not, I have songs that I've done that if I never hear them again, it'll be too soon.
Are you serious?
I'm so serious. Like people think that, you know, like the thing that goes into recording songs, especially cover versions,
Hmm.
is I feel music. When I'm singing, I don't hear the notes. When I'm doing backgrounds, I don't hear the notes. I feel them.
Mm.
So if I'm singing something and it's not speaking to me, I'm not feeling it in my spirit. I just feel like I'm doing karaoke at my very best.
I
So I
get
do
that.
have songs that, like, I'm gonna give you a joke real quick.
Hmm.
We were coming from the studio, Jason and I, and it was during the Christmas season, and C-Roy was playing on the radio, and a song came on called Give Love on Christmas Day.
Uh-huh.
Now, mind you, I forgot that I did a version of that song. And I'm listening to the song, like, oh my gosh, they just play anything on the radio now, don't they? I'm like, oh my goodness, listen to her. Like, oh my gosh. I said, this is why I refuse to listen to the radio. And then right after I said that, I heard Sierra go, and that was our South Florida songbird, Fiona. I was like, oh my gosh.
You did not recognize your own voice on the radio?
I I did not because I did that song so many years ago. As we say in Jamaica, I was green when I did that song.
Mm.
So my voice was like very young, you know? So
And it didn't jog your memory like.
it did not. I swear to you. I was bashing myself so bad. I was like, oh my gosh. She needs to stick to fishing or something else.
But artists, a lot of artists I've noticed are their harshest critics.
Yes, yes, we are. And I'm OCD with my self-criticism. Like I get so bad sometimes that when I'm recording, engineers have to say, "Hey, no, that was good," and I'm like, "No, it don't feel right. I don't want to do that. Like, delete that and get rid of it." And sometimes I'll come home
Hmm.
and I'll listen back to the song like 50 million times. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I could have changed that right there." And so yeah,
So you're
it is
always finding
crazy.
things that you could do better.
Yeah, yeah, I'm always listening because again, I don't listen with my ears. I listen with my feet, with my sense of feeling.
Uh-huh.
Because I was talking to my big sis, Lady Tia, earlier today, and I said to her, when I listen to music, when I listen to other artists sing, like Whitney or any other singer out there, I should be able to close my eyes and feel that song so much that I think that song is about me, even when it has nothing to do with me.
I got you.
So with that concept, if I can't feel the song, I can't express it the way it needs to be expressed. And in my mind, if I'm not expressing it correctly, the listener's not gonna. I mean, they can hear it and go, "Oh, the melody's nice. Oh, the song's nice. Oh, the rhythm is nice," but they're not feeling it. And
Right.
that's the whole secret to really doing a song. You have to feel it when you're performing it so that who's listening to it can also feel your energy, you know?
I completely understand because as a listener and a fan of music, I love music that I can feel.
Exactly. Exactly. If I mean, I should be able to. I've listened to music with my eyes wide open, and I get lost. Like I literally forget where I am because I'm
Mm.
so lost in the song. I'm
It can just
hearing
take you away.
every emotion, complete. Like Usher's one of my biggest male artists. Not well, yeah, one of my biggest male artists, and I listen to him a lot, and I take a lot of pointers from songs he says, like little phrases and certain ideas,
Hmm.
especially lately. And I could listen to an Usher song anyway. Like I try not to listen to him when I'm driving because
Yeah, because you got to keep your eyes on the road, right?
I gotta keep my eyes on the road. I can't have my eyes wide shut. They gotta be wide open. But the way he sings, and he's just the perfect example for me. The way he sings, it doesn't matter what he's singing. If it's a party song, he makes you want to party.
Hmm.
Like I listened to it before. I was like, "Dang, I wish I could go karaoke again." That's just the energy I get because that's the energy he emotes in the music. When
Hmm.
he's singing a sad song, you feel it. Like,
Yeah,
dang.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
know this ain't got nothing to do with me, but shoot, I feel like in my other life I went through this. You know,
Trust me,
and
I
that's
know
really
that
what it
feeling.
is.
Trust me,
Oh yeah.
I know music can take me there sometimes. I completely understand. Now, let me
Listen.
ask you this. This is something I've experienced with
Uh,
some other artists. Their popular songs or some of their most popular songs and some of their big hits, they did not like them. Do you have
oh gosh.
songs in your catalog that are popular and people ask for them and radio plays them, but they're like, yeah, I'm not into that song.
Yes, I do. I do. And the reason why these two songs are popular, but and one of them is actually, well, both of them are popular, especially in the Polynesian culture,
Hmm.
because that's my biggest fan base, Polynesian, like
Really?
Hawaii. Oh yeah, on the East Coast. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like the reception I get when I go there, I literally feel like royalty. They literally call me like, "Oh, Queen Fiona," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh."
Mm.
Like I'm gonna go back to Florida with a chip on my shoulder. Be careful. My head is getting big. I'm gonna need to pay for an extra seat for me and my head, because you know. But it's like these two songs are two fan favorites, but two of the songs that I'm not a favorite of, and they are "I'm in Love" and "No More Lonely Nights." Believe it or not. And I'm
Mm.
gonna tell you why. I'm gonna
Mm.
tell you why.
Okay, let's hear it.
Um, No More Lonely Nights. When I did that song, we were at Sonic Sounds in Jamaica,
Hmm.
and Dean Fraser I think he was the one that was bringing all the artists together to record. So there was a bunch of us at the studio, and I don't know what happened. Someone hit, they have the cushions on the wall to pad the sounds. And someone must have hit it, and the dust got to me, and I started sneezing like crazy, and I was completely congested, pretty much like how I am now. But I was completely congested. I was miserable. I was sneezing. I was having hot flashes, and here we go. It was my time to sing, so I wanted to just be done and get it over with. And I think I did that song in like two or three takes. So it's like every time I hear that song, I feel congested. It's
You just
weird.
remember the experience.
Yeah, I remember the part where I was miserable, not for anything else, but allergies was acting up so bad and so fast, and I wanted to go home so bad. I felt so out of place because I was just miserable,
Mm.
So
Hmm.
that's that song. Now for "I'm in Love," it's not really. I mean, I started to like that song, especially when I realized the Polynesian people was loving it. Like that's the national anthem to any Polynesian person. Like I've heard people when I go to do shows in California or Texas or Utah, I get people telling me, "Oh my gosh, I was in high school when this song came out. Oh my gosh, oh I remember this guy was hitting on me, and this is the song he played for me."
Mm. Oh, it's that kind of an
If
anthem there, huh?
Yeah, like if I don't sing that song, on any of my shows, I might as well not come home.
Ah,
I
one of
I,
those.
I could I could sing that song for the entire show only, and they'll be happy, you know. But when I did that song, I never even wrote the song. I We were at the studio with again Jason and Lloyd Campbell, may his soul rest in peace,
Yes.
and it was actually a session for Glenn Washington. And we were sitting there waiting for him. I was supposed to do backgrounds on it, and me being me, I did not have the patience, so I was a little irritated that we had to wait. And while we were waiting, Jason said, "Hey, Fiona, do me a favor. Just go in the booth and sing something while I try to balance the mic, and set a level for the microphone." And I'm like, "Okay." And put the headphones on, and I went in there. The track started playing, and I started counting words. I was like, "You're the only one that I," and that's how that pattern came up. Because as I sang one line,
Oh.
I tried to think of what other line I could come up with, and then I got the next line, and so on and so forth. And when we were done, I remember Jason saying to me, "Hey, that's a tough song. That sounds bad. Where you find that song?" I said, "I don't know. I just made it up." He was like, "You've got to be kidding me." He said, "Go back in there and we're going to do some harmonies on that." I
Wow.
never wrote the song. I never
You just
did
made
a
it up on the
retake
spot.
on the spot, and it was testing the mic.
And you did it in
That
one
was
take? That was just one take?
just one take.
Oh my
And
goodness.
all I was doing was testing the microphone for him for when Glenn comes in. We never had to redo it. We never touched anything. All he said, "Hey, 3 notes, 3 track background vocals. That's it. We're not even gonna fancy it up because it's good the way it is." So
Wow.
strangely, I don't like that song, but
I mean,
it's growing on me a little bit.
the story behind the songs, I'm telling you. You know what? And that was going to be my next question, though, because you just basically answered my next question. I was going to ask you if there is a song that you initially didn't like and you like it now.
Yeah, it's growing on me. It's growing on me. Like I feel it when I'm there performing it, but yeah, you'll never catch me singing it on stage. Yeah, every time
Ah,
I'm running my playlist, I skip that one. Yeah, I skip No More
really?
Lonely Nights. Oh yeah, I am not touching those songs at all. At
Mm.
all.
Ah,
Yeah.
we are talking to Fiona. Fiona is chatting with us and giving us the scoop behind some of her big hits. And Fiona, can you tell us what you're up to musically these days?
Well, right now we are Uncle Hobson and I are working on another project. Wink, wink. Won't go into details, but it's pretty much a spin-off from the EP.
Mm.
So yeah, we're coming up with some more music, and which also includes original songs, of course, as well as I'm working on my solo project for myself because I haven't. I don't remember when my last album came out, and
Y-
it's been a minute.
It's been a while. I think
It's been a long
it's
while.
been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, I think I remember your last album.
Yeah, it's been 20 million years is what I would say. But I have released a few singles.
And you have.
Yeah, I think my last single was called Expressions of My Love.
Mm-hmm.
That one, I don't even remember where I was with it. Oh, I was in my room and I had my computer open, and I call him my drummer, Brian. He's a drummer for Code Red.
Ah, yeah, Brian. Yes, yes, I know Brian. B
Yes.
Will, we call him.
Be Will, yes. He sent me the track, and um when I heard it initially, I said, "Okay, all right, I'll just wait till whenever, and I'll sit down and really take a listen to it." But then the part that I listened to started playing over in my head. I was like, okay. An idea came to me, and I pulled my computer up, just sang each line without physically writing it down. And then I called him. I said, "Hey, this is what I got. What do you think?" He was like, "Yo, that's so tough." And then we went to the studio, recorded it, and Jason sent it to be mixed in Jamaica. He was like, "No, this song is so good. Like, I don't even want to mix it myself. I'm gonna send it to the boss to mix it." And I don't know if you know Fata from Fat Eyes
Yes,
production.
yes, yes,
He
yes.
had he had Fata mix it to the
Fata
point where
Marshall.
Fata Marshall, like, Fata called me. He was like, Fiona, who did you write this for? I was like, why it gotta be for somebody? Yeah, and pretty much it was just me expressing because I've had a rough couple of years with music. There was a time when I literally stepped away from music because I was struggling with lyric, I was struggling with ideas, and
Would you call that
like,
a version of writer's block?
oh no, it was worse than writer's block because, and I normally don't talk about this, but I feel like if people know that other people go through it, maybe they'll feel hopeful. It got to the point where I started becoming depressed.
Mm.
Like, I got ridiculously depressed. I was so depressed that every time I heard music, instead of feeling picked up, I felt beaten down. Like, music wasn't my friend anymore. Music wasn't my therapy anymore, you know? It was really bad. And after I hit like 5 years, I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I need to shake myself out of this, but for whatever the reason, I couldn't. I tried forcing myself to listen to music. I tried doing things, you know, and it wasn't until Lady Tia hit me up and she gave me the toughest love like anyone could ever ask for. She said, listen, I don't know what it is going on with you, but you need to get your peep together. Okay? Because
That
we
sounds like
need you
Lady
out
T,
there.
all right.
Oh yeah, listen, that's
It's
my big
like,
sis all
how
day,
dare
every
you
day.
deprive us of your talent?
You know, and she said, I understand you're going through some stuff, but you need to get back to you. And I slowly started, and Holton was a part of that too. He would constantly call me and check on me, make sure I was okay. And I slowly started coming out of it. So when I think I did a song for Kevo as well in 2020. And that was when I was, you know, coming out of it. I had surgery and I was home and I was trying not to let myself fall back into that space. So I sat up till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning and I was texting J Vibe and I was texting B Will and I was texting Kevin. I was like, send me stuff, send me stuff, send me stuff. Like, I'm wide awake, send me stuff. Why are you sleeping? And they literally would enable me and they would send me tracks and I was just writing music. Like, as fast as they could send me a track is as fast as I would send them back a song complete with vocal backgrounds and everything. And they was like, "Damn, you on the road?" I said, "Yeah, I want to keep this momentum going."
That's it.
So,
You got to ride that wave when it's there.
oh yeah, oh yeah. I literally wrote 6 songs that night. Literally wrote 6 songs that night, and one of them belonged to Kevo. Two belonged to J Will, and the rest was all J. That's also when I did the Anita Baker tribute too.
I was gonna ask you about that. That Body and Soul, the Body and Soul album.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk to us about why you did that.
Well, in that process, when, you know, like I said, I was home after surgery, and I'm not the type to sit around and just not do anything. Like, I no disrespect to anyone, but I said I can't be a housewife. I don't know how to be a housewife. I got to find something to do.
Hmm.
And this, like I said, this is when I was texting all three of them to the point where I created a group. And the J Vibe said, "Hey, you know what would be dope if we did an Anita Baker tribute?"
Also, that was
And I
his
was like,
idea.
it was his idea because he had the idea a long time before then,
Hmm.
and it just hit him in the moment. Like, would you be interested in doing it? I'm like, heck yeah, of course. Like, what are we starting with? And
Nope.
we went through the songs that were popular, which was pretty much all of them almost. And I think one of them, Body and Soul,
Yeah.
we questioned it because when I said to him, Body and Soul will be one of them. And he said the pattern of how that was played originally, it's gonna sound weird. I said, nah, you can do your magic and it'll be fabulous. And he went ahead and did it, sent me the track, I did the backgrounds and sent it back to him. And then I had my daughter drive me because I wasn't able to drive at the time. We drove all the way to his studio and we recorded all the songs. And I mean, it was just an honor to be able to do that. Like, I grew up on Anita Baker, you know, so.
But you know what got me about that album, though, Fiona? Not anyone can sing Anita Baker and do it justice like you did.
Really? Oh,
she's not easy to sing, Fiona. No, come on now.
Oh, no way. I swear to you, like, all I needed were the lyrics. Because again, I know songs. I've been singing. I remember the Dionne Warwick song. That's What Friends Are For was the first song I ever committed to memory as a child. I was like 6 or 5, listening to it. It was like, so I grew up on a lot of these old songs. I grew up on Anita Baker. So maybe, I don't know. I think it's pretty simple. Like singing an Anita Baker song. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I guess it's just natural for you, huh?
Well, you know what? It's a blessing. I'm not gonna lie. It is a blessing to not just emulate other singers, especially iconic singers, but to be able to do what I do, which is what I love to do. And I mean, my mom will tell you how many times I come home crying. Back in the day, I said, "Mommy, I don't want to do music anymore. I hate music." And she'll just look at me and go, yeah, until tomorrow.
You're just going through something, right?
Yeah, because, you know, I was a young adult. I started music when I was, 17. And, you know, so I being an only child, I mean, she never spoiled me growing up, but as an adult, she spoiled me. So being a young adult, I did my big one. I threw my little tantrums when I was ready, but she knew me so well. She was like, yeah, after you fought me so hard to want to do music, yeah, sure, you're going to walk away from music. All right, whatever.
I don't blame her after all. Before we go, Fiona, one more project I want to talk about. The Really Together album with yourself and Lloyd Brown.
Lloyd Brown, oh my gosh. That was something. He actually flew in from England to do that project when the idea came up. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember if it was Lloydie or Jason's. I think it was Jason's idea to do it. And ironically, another situation took place when we were recording that album. I think I do my best recordings when I'm not feeling well. I had a 3-hour minor surgery on my tooth, having my wisdom tooth extracted. And my jaw was swollen with this big hole in my mouth. And we did the entire album with my mouth in pain. And you'd never believe it. I could barely talk.
Yeah, we can't tell listening to that album. No, we can't tell.
Yeah, no, at one point, Jay was like, "You sure? You okay? You can do it?" Because, you know, I don't want you to I said, no. Like, this is literally how I said, I said, no, it's fine. Let's just go. But then when I started singing, you know, I just put the ice pack right on my cheek and I just started singing like nothing happened.
And everything else just goes away once you start singing, right?
Once I started singing, I forgot everything. But you best believe when I was done, oh, the pain hit like a tornado. I came in my room, I started crying because it was so painful.
Don't you think that's an omen that you should just keep singing?
It is. It is. It so totally is. It is. And I'm glad I really never was serious about, you know, back in the day when I wanted to give up. And I'm glad I fought through those dark times when I felt like I was done with just everything. I'm glad I fought, and I'm glad that I had Lady Tia and I had Holton there also to help push me out back into where I needed to be. I mean, I still struggle a little bit with lyrics. It don't come to me the way it used to anymore, but it still does come to me. And I just grab each moment when I can, and, you know, I ask God all the time, like, if this is the song I'm to do, you'll give me the words, you know, and I'm grateful that I was able to do that. And I think that's how Expressions of My Love came about, you know, like I said. So I wasn't literally picturing someone and saying, okay, this song is about this person or what. And the song was just self-inspired, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
All right. Our guest has been Fiona. Fiona, tell the folks listening where they can find you online.
Oh, yes. Okay, so I have two IG pages. So one is Soul Flow Songbird, and the other one is South Florida Songbird, which is the original one. On TikTok, it's also the same thing, South Florida Songbird. On Facebook, it's just my name, Fiona Robinson Sterling. And on Twitter, it's Fiona Sings. I think that's about it. Yeah, I think that's it.
And yeah, you can find Fiona's music under her name on major streaming platforms. Fiona.
Digital platforms, Spotify, YouTube, iTunes, or Apple Music, wherever it's
Tidal.
You can just.
These are.
Yes, every single one of them. I'm like a master pirate. You can take me anywhere. You'll find me there.
All right, sounds good. And so, Fiona, we're definitely looking forward to what you've got cooking up in the studios.
Oh, yes. I've been working in the shadows in stealth mode because, like always, whenever we are doing our project, Jason is very peculiar about the songs we do. So, you know how you have like a 15-track album. But we won't do 15 songs. We'll do like 20 or 30 songs and dissect through all of them and see which one feels like it'll work or which one makes sense, Right. So it's a long list of just demos and demos and demos and demos. And a lot of people think being in the music industry is, exotic. And it is kind of, sort of.
It has its perks, right?
It has its perks. But it's also a lot of work, and if you're not ready to put in the work, I suggest you just
pack up and go home, right?
Just go home. Like do like that girl that was singing "Give Love on Christmas Day." Try fishing.
Yeah, that girl's name is Fiona, by the way.
I know. That's crazy. I can never get it out of my head. I was like, oh my gosh. They will just play anything on the radio these days.
And you're like, what? That's me?
I shut up. Once he was and that lady was our South Florida song, I just stopped talking. I literally just went quiet the rest of the drive home.
That's a good story. That's my laugh for the evening.
Definitely.
Well, Fiona, always a pleasure talking to you, and we thank you again for taking the time to chat with us and share all these really interesting stories about how your music come about.
Oh yeah, I got lots more. That's for another time.
So I tell you what, maybe next time when you drop your next project, you can come in studio and we do a long in studio chat. How about that?
Oh, definitely. I look forward to that for sure.
All right, sounds good, Fiona, and thanks again for joining us.
Thank you. It was my pleasure. Thank you, everyone, for listening and for supporting In the Mood, as well as other singles and albums that I've put out there. I really appreciate my fans. Like, I have fans when they message me and I answer them. It's like, oh my gosh, Fiona just answered me. I was like, yeah, I respond to my fans myself. If they take the time to listen, I make the time to respond to them, So I thank you guys so much.
Excellent.
So much. I couldn't have gotten this far without the support. Like, honestly,
for sure.
I love singing, but it gives me great joy when someone else loves that I love singing so much, that they will listen to me. So I appreciate that. I'm truly blessed.
All right. Sounds great, Fiona. And thanks again for joining us. We're going to close out with another track from the In the Mood EP, the aforementioned You Don't Have to Be a Star. Why don't you introduce this one and take us out?
Well, this is one of my many favorite songs, You Don't Have to Be a Star, by myself and Hopes and Lindo. Hope you enjoy it.
All right. Our guest has been Fiona.
Thank you.
You Don't Have to Be a Star alongside Fiona from the In the Mood EP. Missed this project the first time around. In the Mood EP from Hopeton Lindo and Fiona. It's now available on all streaming platforms. This is the #1 single, You Don't Have to Be a Star, from that EP that yielded several #1s, including In the Mood and Guilty. I meant to say In Your Eyes and Guilty. But this album also features, this EP rather, features In the Mood. Don't think it's not. Yes, I'm Ready, the one that's currently growing on me. And Love Don't Fail Me, the duet remix. What is a beauty queen if it don't? If you enjoy quality music, I highly recommend the In the Mood EP from Hopeton Lindo and Fiona. And once again, we thank our special guest, Fiona, for dropping by and sharing those lovely stories with us. I like to hear the stories behind the songs, you know? I live for that. You don't have to be a star, baby, to be in my show. Oh, honey, you don't have to be a star, baby, to be in my show. You don't have to be a star, baby, to be in my show. You don't have to be a star, baby.
Greetings, everyone. This is Joseph Benaya. You're listening to Marlon on the Real Rockers Reggae Show. Don't touch that dial. See? Bless up.